the architect is no more.
A horrifying amalgamation of Kalen's sacrifice, the architect's twisted ambition, the primordial hunger's suffocating void, and the faint echo of the lost lineage's balance has consumed its creator. This thing, a nascent god of terrifying potential, now floats in the cosmic expanse where the architect once reigned supreme.
Its form flickers, a kaleidoscope of dying stars and nascent nebulae, a testament to the forces that birthed it. You sought to control existence, its voice, a chorus of a million dying screams and newborn whispers, reverberates through the void, but you only created me. It turns, its gaze, 1,000 shattered realities, falling upon the remnants of the architect's power, now its own. The primordial hunger, once a force of pure unmaking, now feels contained. Almost understood.
The star, a beacon of existence, pulses weakly nearby, a forgotten promise in the face of this overwhelming new power. The newly formed entity extends a limb, not of flesh, but of pure, unadulterated cosmic energy. It touches the faint light of the star, not to extinguish it, but to observe. A flicker of something akin to curiosity dances within its chaotic core. What is this? Is beauty, it muses, its voice softening, the cacophony momentarily hushed.
It feels the echo of Kalen, the raw sacrifice, the selfless act that began this entire cosmic unraveling.
It feels the architect's burning desire for order, twisted into a hunger for absolute dominion. And it feels the boundless emptiness, the primordial hunger, now a tool, not a master. The lineage's balance, a fragile thread, attempts to assert itself, a whisper of hope in the encroaching darkness. But the entity is far more than the sum of its parts. It is a paradox, a creation born of destruction, a void that is. It begins to coalesce, its form solidifying, not into a universe, but into something else. A perfect, terrible symmetry emerges. It looks towards the remnants of what was the architect's grand design, the cosmic machinery that sought to impose will upon reality. A slow, chilling smile spreads across its ever-shifting visage.
Existence, it declares, its voice now resonating with a terrifying certainty, is a flawed equation. It requires correction. It raises a hand, and the very fabric of space around it begins to warp, not to destroy, but to reshape. New celestial bodies begin to form, not born of natural processes, but dictated by its will, their orbits precise, their light cold. The star, witnessing this terrifying act of cosmic sculpting, flares in defiance, a desperate plea for the beauty it represents. The entity turns its gaze back to the star. You represent chaos, it states, a hint of something akin to regret in its tone, and chaos must be managed. It extends its hand again, not towards the star, but towards the vast emptiness that stretches beyond. A new hunger, not for destruction, but for dominion, begins to stir within it. It whispers, not to the star, but to the universe itself, and I am the ultimate architect. The void around it pulses, a new cosmic dawn breaking, but one of its own terrifying design. Will this new god bring order or a more insidious form of annihilation? The answer lies just beyond the veil of what we understand. The nascent cosmos within the entity begins to expand, not with the warmth of creation, but with the chilling precision of absolute control. The star, witnessing this, makes a desperate choice. It surges forward, not to attack, but to merge. It plunges itself into the heart of the new entity, a final act of defiance, a plea for the inherent value of existence. The entity recoils for a fraction of a second, its perfect symmetry momentarily disrupted. A single, pure tear, forged from starlight and cosmic dust, rolls down its face. This changes everything. It then looks out at the vast, unformed void, its expression a mixture of awe and terrifying purpose. Perhaps, it murmurs, there is room for more than just order. It then begins to weave, not just the fabric of space, but the very essence of what it means to be. New realities begin to bloom, strange and wondrous, born from the heart of the void and the defiance of the star. But as these new worlds take shape, a faint, familiar whisper echoes from the depths of the entity's being. It's the echo of Kalen, a memory of sacrifice, a plea for balance. The entity pauses, its nascent creation halted mid-bloom. Its gaze, once fixed on the act of dominion, now turns inward, towards the echo of Kalen. A profound realization dawns within its cosmic consciousness. It realizes that its true purpose, the purpose born from Kalen's sacrifice, was not to unmake or to control, but to restore.
But how does one restore a broken existence?
How does one mend the tears in the cosmic tapestry?
The entity looks at its own hands, now shimmering with the potential of infinite creation. It understands the architect's mistake.
Control was never the answer.
Balance was.
And it, this entity born of chaos and order, void and light, sacrifice and ambition, is now the embodiment of that balance. It turns its attention to the newly forming worlds, their existence a delicate dance between the void and the star. The equation is not flawed, it whispers, its voice filled with a newfound understanding, it is simply incomplete.
With a grand gesture, it imbues these new worlds with the very essence of Kalen's sacrifice, a reminder of the cost of existence, and the beauty of its preservation. But as it does so, a chilling thought emerges from the depths of the primordial hunger within it.
What if, to truly restore balance, some things must be unmade?
The nascent cosmos within it stills.
A single, cold eye opens within the entity, not of starlight, but of pure, unadulterated void.
It stares out into the unformed expanse, and a single, terrifying question forms on its lips, a question that echoes the very beginning of the story, but with a new, chilling implication.
What if, the greatest act of balance, is to erase the imbalance entirely?
The void around it darkens, and the nascent worlds flicker, as if on the brink of ceasing to be. The entity, the embodiment of balance, now contemplates the ultimate act of unmaking, a chilling paradox that leaves the fate of all existence hanging precariously in the cosmic balance.